Corey, you got water? Corey? He's locked in. Can I get that water? Thanks, dude. Guys, just injuries from the game. Christian had something with his calf, didn't return. Possible calf strain. We'll have to see tomorrow on it, though.
Did you get a chance to watch the end of that Cardinals?
Yes, that's why we're late in here. It was awesome. Didn't want to really try to not pay attention to it. Didn't want to get our hearts broke, but we did right there at the end, and they pulled it out. It was pretty cool to see.
The big concern is Christian's.
We think he'll be all right. I don't know if he would have been able to go next week or not, but we'll have to find out more tomorrow. But he was moving around all right on the sidelines, so hoping it's not too bad, but won't know till tomorrow.
I know all this just happened, but any early thoughts on how you'll approach next week now that you have the bye?
I'm not sure. I really didn't think about it. We were just focused on this. We'll definitely try to rest some guys. But, I mean, you can't rest everybody. It's too hard. You don't have enough players, so we got to fill the team without a doubt. But and we're going to have a big week of practice. You know, I still think there's lots of things we got to obviously get a lot better at. And the only way you do that is playing football and practicing football. So we'll have a big Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, figure out our roster as the week goes and decide what we'll do for Sunday.
How important is it for your team right now to have that extra time where you have the luxury of making that decision?
It's huge. These last couple of weeks, we've been a little banged up. There's been a couple positions that we've been getting real thin at. Guys had to push through at a number of spots, and some of those guys are doing that. Hopefully, this will help them out.
How did Elijah Mitchell let you step in and lead?
I thought Elijah did a great job. When Elijah's healthy, I think he's as good as anybody. He's been working to come back. He was close to last week, and has had a real good week this week, and he was ready for the moment. And then when Christian went down, he just came in and took over. So I thought he did a real good job.
Moody's interception kind of, I guess, turned the game a little bit. It was still competitive. How big was that, and was that just another example of having a pretty special year?
Yeah, he's had a hell of a year. It was I thought it was a good call by Steve, calling zero. Quarterback had to get rid of it, and Mooney was all over him, and then he made the catch. Wish they would have blown it earlier because watched him use a lot of effort, but it was cool to watch him almost score. I wasn't sure if he was down or not, but he's been playing his ass off for a little bit now and keeps getting better.
On the ensuing possession, how you guys marched down the field, Buck had a deep, and then just your view of the touchdown play where he reversed his field and points out you to a good spot.
I was a little nervous at first. Saw him running around, and I just wanted to make sure we didn't lose yards or anything like that because I thought we were at least in field goal range. But he bought some time, and then when I saw that ball leave going across the field and quickly looked to where it was and he was all alone, quickly was excited. So it was a hell of a play by him, and it's great to get 7 there.
Coach, you hear about guys practicing some of these off-script plays. Is there any emphasis with Brock during practice that you guys practice? Any of that scrambling, going to practice across his body, any of that?
I mean, you don't call an off-script play, but lots of times plays don't work in practice. And when they don't work, the quarterback breaks the pocket, and you just have rules and stuff. I'm coaching guys on how they distribute the field. But yeah, anytime a play doesn't work, whenever, we use it as a rep to do that type of stuff, and he's got a good knack for it.
Brock is pretty stoic, and you talked about not liking to talk or being tired of talking about the interceptions last week. But did he show you anything, or how did you like the way he bounced back today?
I mean, it's not that I don't mind talking about football. It's hard to keep trying to come up with things to say when there's 4 clips and each one of them is different. So it's just a simple football play, and then I think it's real tough when someone does that and it's about football, and then he's got to answer questions all week about how his mental state is, how everything is. It's just how the world works, and it's just a football game. He studied his tail off all week, practiced well, knew some of the reasons he made some mistakes in the game before, and just treated like any other week. And I think it's good to get out there, and didn't have any picks today, which I think would be good to not have to answer questions on those. But I thought it was a hell of a deal for him. I mean, I've had a lot of real good quarterbacks in this organization, and just being told in there that he broke the record for the all-time yards in a year, I think that's a pretty big accomplishment by him and everyone else in there. So it was cool to do that today and to lock up the 1 seed.
Kyle, you
You guys, obviously, tough loss on Monday, cross-country flight. What does it say about what you guys have built here over the last couple of years to just be able to handle all that adversity you were talking about with Purdy, and then, again, the short week-long flight, all that, and then finally locking it up?
I was real proud of the guys today because it was a tough week. I mean, I think it was more about the emotions of last week. Whenever you have a big game like that, and it's so exciting to play on Christmas in front of everyone. The two teams with the records, and it's just the emotions for everybody was huge. And then you're tired from that. It takes a while to get everyone back going again, not just physically but also mentally. So I had a lot of concerns about that throughout the week. Talked to the players a lot about it, but you never know how they're going to be till game day. And I was just pumped that they went out, didn't worry about anything else, and found a way to win today.
Kyle, your offense is going to get a lot of attention because of the skill position players that you have. But you've known Trent Williams forever. How important is he to what you guys do, and what's the development you've seen in him?
I mean, it's tough to win without a left tackle you can trust, and it helps you win when probably have the best left tackle ever. He's a guy that we don't have to worry about. He's a guy that makes plays for us too. Being with Trent his rookie year all the way to now, he almost looks the same. I mean, you think he's not going to bend his knees much and walk through and stuff, which I give him a hard time for, but once that ball snaps, he looks like he's 23. So he's as good of an athlete as I've been around. He's one of the best leaders on our team. Football is very important to Trent, and he really enjoys playing. He really enjoys studying it, and I just feel very fortunate to have him on our team, and I can't say enough about Trent.
I mean, you've been back here before, but any emotions as far as being able to do what you guys did today here?
No, not at all. I used to have those, but it's a totally different place here now and different people, and nothing's personal here anymore. The personal stuff is gone.
No
Brand's
turnovers,
last one.
no turnovers, 20 penalty yards. It's a massive improvement in 6 days. As a coach, I guess, you're pleased with those numbers?
I'm pleased with winning, and then after you win, then you kind of look at all the other stats, and especially after last week, I mean, the turnovers and penalties, I think, made it really tough to win. So I'm glad we cleaned that up, and I'm glad we got the W.
All right, thanks, Doug.
All right, guys, thanks.
Where were you when you received the word of what had happened around the league?
Yeah, we were all in there watching those final seconds. Thank you, Cardinals.
What what does that do, just the big picture, locking down the number one seed with one game left?
Yeah, I mean, it's just thinking about it. Back in 19, it took us winning in Seattle on the very last play of the game to secure the one seed, and the fact that we were able to get it with one game left in the season is big. We still got to continue to get better. It's not about just completely removing ourselves and we're gonna just rest everybody. I mean, Kyle, he's obviously in charge of all of that, and I don't know what his plan is with everything, but the message from him was we're gonna continue to get better. You know, we gotta make sure we're our best when our best is needed for when our moment comes.
Was today's game good enough for your defense? Do you like, by and large, against, like,
I mean, there's things to clean up for sure. I'm always wanting us to go out there and you know, pitch a shutout and stop hold them to 0 yards, get 15 takeaways. But you know, this is the NFL. At the end of the day, you got to come out. You got to earn a win. I think we earned it. First half was a little sloppy. I think second half we cleaned things up and we got after them a little bit. Got those 2 takeaways were big by Mooney and Demo. You know, and so we just got to continue to find ways to get better.
good? Is that, you good?
You're the only one asking questions, huh?
Anything you want to ask me? All right. All right, thank you.
Good job.
Happy New Year.
Been able to, what things you and Brock really have to click, just being on the same page with each other?
I think just over time, just working, going out there all through spring, getting reps together, through camp, getting reps together, through the season, getting reps together, just continue to get reps and looking to build.
That kind of improvised play, is that something that you guys ever done that in practice, or is it something just playing schoolyard football?
Yeah, schoolyard football, scramble drill. We know that he's going to give us chances to get touchdowns like that because he'll keep the play alive and scramble. And that was scramble drill, and he's just directing traffic, telling me where to go, and lobbing up for easy touchdown. So, yeah. That was fun. That was lit. I didn't realize what they were doing at first. I saw everybody out there right in the hallway after the game, watching it, and then we all were in Kyle's office watching it just right now. But that was pretty cool. It's the moments like that where we go handle our business out there, and then we get an opportunity to just watch the rest of the league and let it play out in our favor with another team getting a win. So that was pretty cool. A moment that I'll for sure remember forever. And top seed.
How big is that to get that top seed? If not a home field advantage, but that first round play at 5?
It was very big because it was one of our goals here in the past couple weeks when we understood that it was an option for us, and it's a goal. It was part of one of our goals to our main plan. So we're definitely for sure happy about that.
You make up Brock and kind of bounce back. I mean, even when he struggled early in the season last week, but he kind of is able to reset himself so well.
Yeah, just he had some struggles last week. He didn't play the way that he wanted to, but just a testament to the person who he is, football player he is, able to come out here and still throw the football around, still making, like, even a scramble drill. Like, he's not shying away from me. He's coming out here and continue to play the brand of football that he knows how to play and that he will continue to play because he's a special player, and I'm happy for him.
It's good. You're up to 1,500 yards receiving. Is this kind of what you thought you'd be able to accomplish coming into the season?
For sure.
But what's enabled you to take that next step?
I think just everybody, each and every play. Just it takes 11 guys. It takes 11 guys on every single play, especially the way that we play offense. So, and it takes a great quarterback and a coaching staff that is able to dial it up for us at any moment. So, it takes a group for anything to happen, especially in this sport. And so far, we've done that.
All right. Thanks, BA.
Appreciate it.
Rock's right here. Now that was good today.
Felt good. Be able to come back and get the ball moving, throw it around to the guys, and then be able to obviously just get the offense, the flow again, feeling it. So felt good.
Is there anything weighing on you after the game Monday?
Just like what I said before in the other conferences, in terms of, just feeling bad for my team, and their mindset going into that game. Everyone was ready to play, and I feel like I obviously didn't play up to the standard that I hold myself to, and that's what I meant. Like, I just felt like I'd let them down, and so, but they had my back all week, and to be able to come out in a game like this and get the ball rolling again and put up some points and defense do their thing, it felt good. So, yeah.
And how fun was it to throw that touchdown pass?
Yeah, it was sweet. I love scramble drill, especially with BA. He does a great job with just sort of feeling where I'm at and where he needs to be, and he always does a great job of finding space and coming down with the ball. So it's always fun doing it with him.
Brock, we've got a lot of great quarterbacks that come through this organization. You set a record today, most passing yards in the season by a quarterback. I know it's not necessarily what you're playing for, but what does it mean to you to kind of be in that company, have that?
Yeah. It's an honor, to be able to come into an organization with the rich history that this place has. And obviously to be able to break a record like that, to me, just being the human side of it is like cool, like I was just a little kid dreaming of playing in the NFL, and to be able to do something like that, it's pretty cool. But man, I gotta say it's a testament to the team, that I have around me, the dudes that I get to throw the ball to, the guys on defense, special teams, our coaches, the organization. I mean, everything's been so good for me to come in, and they've allowed me to have success. And so it's a testament to everybody around me, and I'm very thankful.
Rob, how special was it to get the win and go to the locker room and everybody watched the end of the Eagles?
Yeah, it was sweet. To be able to have that kind of moment, I'd grown up sort of watching like TV clips and stuff of like teams together watching and celebrating another team win for their case. And so for us to be able to do that, I was sort of just like taking it in. I was like, man, this is something that I've seen on TV growing up, and now we get to all cram into a corner of the locker room and watch on a little TV. So it was special.
What's your point of emphasis when bouncing back from that performance?
Yeah, stay present. Don't get caught up in what's going on around and what people are saying and all that kind of stuff. There's so much more football to be played. And so for myself, understanding that and trusting the process and the routine that I've done all season and since I've been playing in the NFL, that's where my mind was at, especially after last game. There didn't need to be a drastic change in anything. I needed to be smart with the ball and execute better. Simple as that. So just being present and staying, taking it one day at a time.
In terms of getting the number 1 seed, what do you feel like the teammates' importance is, like when you see that you guys get that next week?
Yeah, it's huge just in terms of, our bodies and being able to rest and recover. There's a lot of guys on our team that have given so much this whole season, week in and week out, and to be able to get a little break is huge. We haven't had one really since, the bye week, and so this part of the season, I mean, every team's going through it, but for us to be able to lock up that 1 seed and get guys healthy going into playoffs is huge for us. So we're excited about that, and then obviously to be able to have 2 games in the playoffs before the big one is huge. So, yeah.
After your first bye, arguably played your best ball of the season, the 6 games right after that. How much did you feel that in terms of everybody maybe being a little fresher, or how much it helped in that time?
Yeah, it was huge. Sort of the same thing. Early on in the season, first half of it, guys are starting to feel it. You get away for a week, and then you come back ready and recharged and ready to roll for what was to come, which was the second half of the season. So it was huge for us. We were all able to sort of clear our minds and understand what our goal was and what the purpose was and have that chip on our shoulder again. And so obviously we have a game this week, so we got to focus on the Rams first. But to be able to have a week of, recovering and getting our minds right for the playoffs is huge. But like I said, we got the Rams coming up this week, so.
Rob, what's the significance of being able to have the playoffs go through Levi Stadium and just the support of the fans there?
Yeah, it's huge. I think we have the best fan base in the NFL. Obviously, if we were on the road, man, they'd show up and travel, but to be home is huge for us. And to be able to play and perform in front of our own home fan base and the faithful, it's going to be special for us. So we're excited, and we're going to take it one day at a time.
All right.
Thanks, guys.